Welcome to the feature review of version 176. We're gonna try to keep this short this week. Let's jump into the game and see how that goes. The first thing that we've changed in the game is that the map of the Prologue chapter became directional. You used to start in the middle of the map and then go exploring left and right and up and down. Right now you start in the west and your goal is in the east. This is the magic node you've got to activate. So the difficulty is in getting there, and as you get there, more seasons roll in, and with more seasons there's more spawning, and that's the issue that you kind of control yourself. So the later you get there, the harder your path is at the very end, but at least this gives a certain sort of direction to the whole prologue. This is what we wanted for this starting chapter. We rewrote the initial quest accordingly, giving some tips, advice, and directions. The next big change is that we've got 5 characters at the start. So we created the screen where you can select who goes into the encounter. I'll show you this in a moment. And in addition, in the Anomalies, you can get additional 3 to 4 characters depending on how the map generates. So let me try to modify my team. What I want is I want to highlight the 3 guys I'll take with me into the encounter. So let me, first of all, let me give them all red hair, and let me give them all a happy smile. Well, he's not happy as well, so let's cheer him up. Okay, all good. Let me give him an amulet that really help. Well, actually, I'm gonna take these 3 guys. I'm gonna give him soldier's amulet, and I'm gonna give him an amulet of reflection, which we adjusted, which is what I want to show you, and then let me give her another amulet like this. Alright, the next thing that we've changed is that when you jump into the encounter, now initiative matters. So me attacking shadows means that I make the first turn in every round, and if they would attack me, it'll be the opposite. So this is the new screen where you can choose who the 3 specific characters that you want to send into the encounter. So in my case, I want to have the red hair team, and now here you can see that there's 5 shadows and the 3 of them are here, and then you can see the environment effect there, so it gives you a little bit of a preview of what's going to happen. Next you can hear the hopefully you can hear, I'm not sure you get the sound, but you can hear the ambient sound of the forest. We brought in the first biome ambient, and that will happen with every encounter you go into. You will hear the background, and then you also hear the background effects. Oh, I don't have any loot, but what I wanted to do is light up. Yep, so I lit up the forest on fire, and hopefully you guys are hearing the sounds. The amulet, the reflection tokens, they used to reflect the whole action. Now they reflect just 1 token. So that is that change is meant to simplify the way things work. From other changes, let me see. First of all, let's deal with these guys, and I'll show you the things that have changed on the map. How do I deal with them? Like, how do I deal with you, mister? 3 flash, 3 fire. Okay, 3 fire works for me. Let me give you more fire, but I've got a lot of those. So, how about I take my strongest character in terms of the memory, and give you all lots and lots of acid. And giving them lots of acid, which I see I can do, and therefore I do it, will make this acid convert into fire in the next round, when the forest fire deals them some fire. So let me finish my turn. Yeah, well, he's attacking me, but my reflection reflects things on him, and that converted my acid into damage. Well, that's too bad for me, because you cannot kill a shadow with just damage. So I still need to find a way of burning them. 2, 1, and 2. Well, if that didn't work out, let me try burning you with fire. Do I have anything useful here? No, not really. Well, having another fire. Who has another 2, 2, and 2? Well, that's not a very good deck for fire spells, but I managed to find one. Okay, what do I actually need for a more powerful fire? I need 2 more fires. Can I get them? Well, I can get 1. And who else? Okay, you have it. Oh, yes, I'm eating fatigue, I know, but I want to finish these guys real quick. So, say goodbye. Ba-bam. Okay, that guy is retreated, she's retreated, and he's retreated. I got 2 more. What can I do with you? Also 3 flash, so maybe I'll start assembling flash. Where's flash? 3, okay. Yeah, I think I'll go for that the next round. I still have some of my initial tokens on me that are protecting me somewhat. Lots of things are happening. This is why in the next couple of weeks we're gonna put more attention on making the flow of the encounter more understandable. So now I need 1 more fire and I'm done. Everyone has just 1 fire left in the deck. Do you have it? Yes. Okay, very good. So, yep, here goes. And I could use 1 more flash. 1 more flash, 1 more flash. Right here. Ooh, another fire. You know what? Let me just see what happens in the next turn. What's gonna happen is there's now 2 fire and 2 flash, so I just need 1 more element. And she's paralyzed. She needs 3. How many cold elements do I have? Well, kind of. You know what? Just gonna skip and let the shadow burn and retreat, and that's it. Yeah, I think it works fine. Very good. All right. Got some tears. And now, yeah, you can see that the shadow is scared and it's gonna try to run away from me. The last thing I wanted to highlight is that the barrows and chests and other objects that you open, destroy, or consume, they disappear from the map. They didn't before, but now they do. Also, some new visuals. This is a Twilight Serum. Finally, Fetid Hisser got the visual, the Blood Plaster that heals injuries got a visual, and I think you've seen Dark Pleasure before. We also update Mutant Speed, which creates the Smell of Death effect in the encounter. Everything else, well, I think you're pretty familiar by now. So what's going to happen next week? Next week we're going to work on more or less an introduction to this chapter. So setting up little quests that tell you, okay, now go here, now open the chest, now this is how you do this and that and that. We're trying to build an easier way into the prologue part of the game, so that those of you who are coming back to this game and haven't discovered how it works yet are not facing a huge learning ask the first time you run it. We're also working on the user interface visual concept. We of course would like to change the whole thing into a harmonious visual. I'll give you an example. The in-game menu used to be inherited from the previous version. Now it's kind of more or less fitting. So we're gonna try to do the same thing to the whole game, but it takes a couple of weeks with the conceptualization and then some tries, and then we're gonna cut the assets and throw them into the game, and then probably balancing is every update. So next week's update is not expected to be big. Most of the folks on the team work on the features that are 2 or 3 weeks away from being shipped, but we'll still do it on Thursday and we'll ship some changes, and I'm sure the game will get better. It's just that some of the bigger stuff is gonna come, you know, the week after that. If you have any questions, feel free to ping us on Discord. If you find any bugs, do the same thing. We now have something like 580, no, actually over 600 issues on this game, and I think we've done something like 500 and so. So we are now getting better at controlling the flow, and everything that basically is reported, even if it's not done immediately, it goes into the system, stays in the system, and then eventually when we figure out, okay, it's time to fix this, this, and this, we fix this together and ship. And as you can see, this is the 6th weekly update, and we've done that without crunching on the weekends, without staying up until 10 in the morning. So, you know, hopefully that's the way for us. That's the path of keeping this pace throughout the next 3 months, and then we're going to enter the general early access. Go give the game a try, and see you next week.